Good morning, Jones All-Stars. Today I'm going to go through a quick tutorial with you on how to set up your gradebook. When you are at the screen, you need to log in. Here we're going to select the expand all menus, which expands all three basic menus. Click on maintain teacher gradebook. Now I'm going to go through the gradebook options area here at the top, just kind of give you an insight as to what each drop down menu means. Here you have the fiscal year, which is 2017. The end of next year will be 2017. So if you see that it is correct. Your next one is course alias. Your course alias lists all your classes. As you can see, I have four classes because I have 3 rotations of math and 1 homeroom. So it should reflect that. Now I want to add a little caveat right quick. This training or this screencast only applies to 3rd through 6th grade. Second or K through 2nd, you have a different grade book system, which I have sent information out on, and I think training has applied to you. So thank you for watching anyway. Display filter, we do want to display. My display is set at its default, which is the category due date in alpha. And here in selection alias, you are able to name your course selection. So I don't know if you noticed, here I have a course selection, Miss Watson's class. I call them the Watson Warriors, so I put W-Warriors so that I can easily identify that class when I'm looking for them. And you can do that here in course selection alias. Once you have made any changes here, you need to save those options. Next, you go to your gradebook categories. In your gradebook categories, first thing you should see is allow and override for weight slash drop in a gradebook cycle. You want to make sure that radio button is clicked on yes. It should be blue. Your grading cycle is going to be 1. As you notice, I already have my categories here: classwork and test work, or classwork and tests. In the weight column, tests are weighed at 80%. Classwork is weighed at 20%. I will send out an email from Ms. Eridor that explains the weight category. Then we have the push future cycle, or push future cycles. This allows these categories to be pushed all the way to the 6 weeks. Therefore, you won't have to maintain maintain your grading book again throughout this year. The grading cycles is set at its default, which is 1. The calculation results for us, 3rd grade, is going to be the numeric. I think 3rd through 6th grade should be numeric. We want our alpha scales. We normally don't have anything in this one. It is typically blank in this column. The next column, which is our alpha grades only. In 3rd grade, we don't do alpha grade only. We have alpha and numeric grades. So we normally leave this at its default, which is no. Then you have a grading scale of 100. And a count. We count each category once. If you count a test grade twice, you can do that by just adding that assignment 2 times, but we don't set it at its default to count more than once. And in drop low and drop high, we typically leave those again at its default. And once you get over here to color, you can adjust the color scheme to whichever color you choose. Typically for classwork, I have a green, and for test I go with the warmer color like red. So it gives me more of an alert type of color. Once you've done so, you should have these blue push cycles, these blue push future cycle buttons, and you need to make sure you push both so that, again, it pushes these categories all the way through to the 6 weeks. Once you push them, you should be done. Now, you don't see it on my screen, but if you don't see your categories here in this area, look at available unassigned categories, and it should be here. And the opposite may also be true. You may have all your categories here, and you have nothing here. And in that case, what you would do is, well, I'm just going to add one to the top to show you how you can go back and delete it. So let's say you had all work here, and you don't need it. You need to just click on that row and press the delete button. It'll ask you, do you want to delete it? And you can say yes. And it moves it down. Once you get all the categories that you don't need down in the unavailable assignment categories, and the only two you do need, which is classwork and test in the gradebook categories, you are done. You can go back and click on your home button. And if I want to see this, if I want to go to Ms. Watson's class, I go click on enter grades. And I can click on her selection. And I know it's hers because her period says 11 in my book. And I will select it. And here I was telling you that if I wanted to see them by names, I can. On this screen, I can see that if I want to change to my class, which is the Waters Heroes or Miss Castleberry Captains, I can by looking at the alias I gave them. But once you get to this screen, you want to give or add assignments that you want to record in Teams. So you click on the assignments button. And then you click the add button here. When you select the add button, you can click on categories, and the two categories that you added should show. So here I'm going to add a test. The assignment name was Unit 1. So you'll just type that in. 3.2A. And I had given that assessment yesterday on September the 8th. And the due date, which they returned it, which was on September the 8th. Now, before I click the 8th, I want to show you these pink and blue buttons here. The pink buttons change the year, and the blue buttons change the month in the current year, just in case you need to change those. And I'm not going to press copy now, but you can copy it once you get all your gradebook, all your courses set up. You can copy an assignment to the rest of the courses. So I can press copy, but it will copy to Miss Castleberry and Miss Watson. So I press copy, and it'll say assignment has been copied. And so when I return to my gradebook, if you can remember, my test score should be of a warm tone, so it should be like a red. So that category should be highlighted red. And it is, or more of an orange, I guess. I didn't select red. More of an orange tone. So, here, I can go in. This is unit test 1. I can go in and enter my grades. And once I enter my grades, I click save. And and it'll save it. Now here you also have post to progress report. I am going to speak with Miss Fran. I'm not really sure, but I know that our grade should be done this weekend and posted by Monday by 5. I will confirm that with Miss Fran and send out an email to let you know if that is for certain. If you have any further questions, please email me. I'll be more than happy to help. I hope this video was helpful. You can reach me by email, or you can come by and visit me in my room at 504 on the 3rd grade hallway. Guys, have a wonderful weekend, and see you on Monday.